Hi guys, I'm trying to vlog my cystoscopy experience. I don't know if I'll be able to record in the hospital, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. If not, I'll just make like a little explanation video afterwards with pictures if I'm allowed to take pictures or if I'm well enough. So you have to be nil by mouth when you have a cystoscopy, so that means you're not allowed to eat or drink anything apart from 1 glass of water at 6 a.m. It's currently 5:45 in the morning, so I'm about to have a glass of water and then have a shower and get myself ready. The last time I ate something was 11 p.m. last night. I have to be at the hospital for 7:30. The hubby's gonna drop me. You could probably hear little snoring in the background. That is Cairo. He decided that he wanted to sleep in my room, but I'm gonna put him in his bed so that when I wake up when he wakes up and I'm not there, he's not totally like, what the hell is mum? My mum will be looking after him through this procedure. She's going to drop him to nursery, and then later on, Carl, my husband, he will pick him up later. So that's for anyone who'll be like, who's looking after Cairo? Because there'll be always one stupid person. So that's where he'll be. He'll be completely fine whilst I'm in hospital. So I'll see you on the other side. YouTube like this. I am one day post-op, and I just wanted to have a little chin wag with you guys. I couldn't be bothered to sit up. I couldn't be bothered to like go in my usual spot. So as you can see behind me, I've got my wardrobe behind me, and I've got also a rail because there's so much clothes. Cause at the moment, me, Cairo, and Carl were sharing like storage space at the minute, so it's a bit of a mazza. I'm in between moving rooms. I need to move into my spare room, but not until I redecorate it. So it's a bit nuts, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't really care. So yeah, I am one day post-op, so I'm just gonna talk you through the process of what it was like getting a cystoscopy. So what a cystoscopy is, a small camera that they put in your urinary tract through your urethra. So men and women can have it. So as women know, your urethra is inside your vagina. Well, it's not inside your vagina, but obviously you've got your clitoris, you've got your pee hole, which is your urethra, and then you've got your vagina. So yeah, where you pee from, basically, they put a camera inside there. But they put you to sleep under general anesthetic. So for me, I had a general anesthetic, so they put me to sleep, and they put that camera inside, and they stretched it. They stretched the bladder. So once it was inside and they got inside my bladder, they stretched it to have a look inside the bladder, and if they needed to, I don't know what they've done yet, because I haven't had a post like if they found anything yet. They just did it and they told me to wait for my outpatient's letter. So it was conducted by a urologist, and urologists are people who surgeons and consultants who deal with urinary health. And for those who have not watched my video before, I suffer from interstitial cystitis. I still can't say it. Yeah, I suffer from that, where I have frequent urination, pain in my bladder whilst weeing, and a range of other symptoms that I might just list them along the screen. I'm just so exhausted. That's why I'm lying out like I can't even be bothered to sit up to make this video, but I thought if I don't make it now, I'm gonna forget about everything that's happened. So I arrived at the hospital at 7:30 a.m. I had to be nil by mouth, like I explained. So I had they said to eat something before you go to bed, not just eat in the evening. So I ate a light meal of toast, had toast and peanut butter, and then I had a drink, and then I went to bed at 11. I woke up at 5:45. I had a glass of water because they said to have a small glass of water when you wake up, so obviously you're not dehydrated. So I had a small glass of water, and I didn't initially, so I was there 7:30, checked in. Carl wasn't allowed to come in. He had to wait in the, yeah, he dropped me, by the way. He wasn't allowed to wait in the area because it was a female waiting area. They don't allow relatives to wait, but there was a relative waiting area. I didn't go into theatre until about 12 something, I think. No, that's a lie. 11 something, because when I woke up from being, I remember seeing 12:15, so it must have been 11 something, because it's only a procedure that's 10, he said 10 minutes to half, anything from 10 minutes to half an hour, so you can get the gist. So I wasn't even, unconscious for long. It's a very quick procedure, and it's a same day discharge. So I got put to sleep. I woke up about, like I said, I remember just waking up in a daze, like, what, where am I? And it was 12:15. The staff were fantastic. Like, I really thought my anxiety was going to kick in. It did, actually, because I had to go in a lift, and everyone knows I've got a phobia of lifts. I know I'm probably bringing this up in every fucking video, but I've got a phobia of lifts, and to go down to theatre, because it's a restricted area, you have to go down the surgical lifts. And I was so scared, but then I went in the lift twice. I had to go down it and had to go up it again to go in the ward. So when you go, you have your operation. The theatre was on the 2nd floor and the ward is on the 4th floor. So I checked in on the 4th floor at the ward to get my check-in, to get my gown, to get my socks, which I still got on. I'm going to show you my socks. That I will show you. So these socks, you get these hospital socks when you go into hospital, because it stops like blood clots and deep vein thrombosis. So if you're lying down for a long periods of time, you can get those sort of things. So they give you these socks and they tell you to still wear it for 48 hours. Well, for me, because you take anesthetic, it's also makes you prone to them things. So I took that, and yeah, I took my gown, my socks, I'll put a picture of it, my gown, my socks, my dressing gowns, my slippers, and the nurse took me down in a lift to the 2nd floor. I went in another waiting area, and an anaesthetist came and spoke to me again to make, like, at every single step, they make sure you know what you're getting. Do you know what operation you're getting? Do you know the risks? Do you know everything? And it was really, really reassuring, because, like, if you had any doubts or questions, so at every single stage, as you had to meet someone new, they were asking me. So when I got checked in, I spoke to the anaesthetist upstairs on the 4th floor. They were like, do you know what you're having? I spoke to the consultant that was going to perform the surgery on me. He was like, do you know what you're having? This is what you're doing. This is what I'm going to do. He's like, I'm just basically, it's going to be in, out. I'm not going to, like, if I need to do anything further, I'll create another appointment for today. I just want to look inside your bladder and maybe take a biopsy. But in terms of anything else, I'm not going to operate on anything else. So that was really reassuring. And then when I went downstairs, I spoke to another anaesthetist, and even when they put the cannula, so they put the cannula in my hand, and that's where the anaesthetic goes. You can't even see the scar, so they put it here in the vein here. It looks a bit red still, so yeah. They put the cannula in my hand. So a cannula is a little tube they put inside your veins, so that's where you can get your IV, your medication, your pain relief. So they stuck me onto a drip. So in one thing, I had water to keep me hydrated because I haven't eaten, so they had to put water to flush me out first, and then the anaesthetic. All I remember was him asking me, what do you do for a living? And the next thing I knew, I woke up and I was in a recovery room. Like, Like, it was literally, like, so quick. I reacted to the anaesthetic so quick. I woke up and I was in the recovery room, still on the second floor. And once I had come round and they had checked my blood pressure and all my observations were fine, the nurses were like, "You're doing fine. You can go back on to the ward." So when I went to the ward, I had to drink a lot of water, and they wanted to make sure there was no complications. So if I had not passed urine, I would not be allowed to go home. So because I drank water and I passed urine, I was able to go home. And they said there would be a little bit of pink because obviously it's a bit irritated, but that would go a bit of soreness and a bit of pink. The first time I went, it fucking kills. It bloody kills. It kills. It felt like a razor blazing, but it was expected. You know what I mean? It was expected. It's nothing. It depends on your pain levels. I was about to say it's nothing you can't handle, but it bloody kills. So I never got to go home until 4 o'clock. Carlton came to pick me up. I went home. Not allowed to operate machinery for 24 hours because of being under anaesthetic. Not allowed to heavy machinery. Not allowed to sign legal documents. Not allowed to what else? Use public transport for 24 hours, which I found a bit strange one, but I think that's because of the germs. So yeah, that was it. I'm just resting up because yesterday I didn't feel as bad, but today I'm finding it very sore. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking, I'm eating and drinking, so my urine is a bit more potent, as I suppose, where yesterday I was only drinking water, so I'm not quite sure. So I'm taking it really easy, and I'm feeling my bladder paining, like a lot of abdominal pain. But at the same time I do have to walk around because, like I said, I've got the socks on, and the socks are supposed to protect you. So from my rest bed, I am speaking to you guys, and I'm just letting you guys know I'm doing well. Thanks for everyone's well wishes. I had a lot of people on my Instagram messaging me to say get well soon and yada yada yada. But I'm gonna go back and have a rest while I can because I'm child free at the moment. Cairo's at nursery. So I'll speak to you lovelies later.